Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to CiNEMACHiNE. I'm Al. I'm here with Ryan
Hey,
and Brandon.
Howdy. I was so thrown off by.
I know it looks like we have a 12th grader on the show. We got an intern. So,
Alan got his hair cut earlier in the week, and now Ryan was like, you know what?
I'm just hoping that I can come in here and make an impact early.
I see.
What's up, Tony? Yeah. I need a haircut, and Brandon said goodbye to those a long time ago. So
Yeah.
Has my locks of love donation arrived to you yet, Brandon?
I'm still waiting on it.
Yeah.
Eagerly anticipating.
You know how shipping is out there.
I just want to be able to do one of these. Just once.
And a nice piece of duct tape and that hair, you'll be able to.
Yeah. I hope so. One can dream.
One may dream.
Look at that, Tony, with the compliments. Thank
Great
you,
haircut,
Tony.
right? Yeah.
Thank you. I know it is.
You should have seen the in-between pictures that we got the other day. So, those were the good
Did you
ones.
appreciate my Dumb and
You
Dumber?
should have stuck with the Lloyd Christmas haircut.
I did appreciate that. Sadly, when I was a kid, I used to get a bowl cut quite a bit. Not that
I am making an impact today. The haircut.
Oh my God, Ryan, your hair.
Throwing everyone off.
Well, I can leave the show if everybody just wants to look at Ryan.
Ryan, can I tell you something? Whenever I had my hair, period.
Wait, you were? I just figured.
I
You were born
remember
like
hair.
I was
figured
born
you were
like
born
this,
like this.
and then I grew some hair, and then it went away forever.
Yeah.
But one day I was in high school, and I spiked my hair just like you have your hair right now, and wore it like that to church. And my dad said it was the worst day of his life.
Oh man.
So
he put the hex on you.
Sorry, Dad.
He was like, I hope you lose all your hair that day in church. And it
Thank
came
you,
true.
Nani. Appreciate it.
I
did when we went to go get Katie and I both got a haircut at the same time. So she was in like the chair behind me.
I thought you meant
a cut. No.
That'd be interesting to watch.
But I didn't tell her that I was gonna axe it. So she like looked up at one point and my hair, she was like, what's going on?
Your baby doesn't recognize you already.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I asked him if
I'm getting a lot of these looks from her.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
I think you look more like Dev Patel now, so I'm just putting it out there. Like, you seriously look like Dev Patel, just lighter shade.
Just don't make as much money.
That's okay. CiNEMAChine's picking up. We got a whole 3 viewers. It's always good when your audience is as big as the cast.
That's right.
Oh, well,
bingo!
Okay. Oh,
there it is.
There it is.
My Lord Christmas mid cut.
You look like Flathead from the old Dick Tracy.
I can't remember
movie.
what quote did I send when I sent you guys that?
It was the one where they've got no food, got no prospect.
Yeah.
Got no prospect.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. Brandon, if you had hair,
Mm-hmm.
how would you
to be fair, he could grow out hair.
Yeah,
I've seen the little things. Yeah, I've seen the little hairs on his head.
So if you had hair, like, how would it be styled right now?
That's right, Nani. I just need to get that.
How would it be styled?
Orange suit and cane.
You know, I've thought about this a lot, Al.
I bet you have. This is why you like Jason Momoa so much.
I would love some luscious locks. Basically,
so it would be long hair.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can never do it.
Hang on. So hang on.
Were you about to say basically what Scott Stapp has? Is that what you're how you're gonna finish that sentence?
Yeah.
Whiskey soaked hair.
Yeah.
So
I told you I want to do one of these. So I need long hair. Need to get it out of my eyes. Oh, it's all in my eyes.
It's weird when you get your hair cut, like a lot of hair cut off, because like I'll like get out of the shower and I'll dry my head off, and then I'll like, but I don't need to do that because there's no hair there.
when I was a teenager, I had hair down to here for a little while, and I got used to kind of just flipping it out of my eyes.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have hair.
You cut it. And you still
I cut it all off. I was still doing that. My dad was like, "What are you doing, son?"
I think he's got a tick.
It wasn't like a week that I did that. I did that for like a good month or two after I got my haircut. I was like, because it wasn't like I shaved it off. It still had a little bit on my forehead to where I wanted to, but it was still completely unnecessary. So I shaved it off actually to go to Woodstock 99 because I knew it was going to be hot out there, and I have really thick hair.
I know a lot about Woodstock 99.
Don't watch that doc.
Yeah, don't watch that doc. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like Brandon would have like not frosted tips, but like highlights. That's what I'm thinking of. Like he'd
have like old school like Chester Bennington gelled up frosted tip like spikes.
The Crazy Town. Yeah. Well, my baby, whatever that song is.
Wait, what is it?
Come my baby, well, my baby. I honestly don't know the song. I just know I know what the guys looked like. Oh, one guy. Baby. Yeah, I know.
It's Come My Lady.
Oh, I'm sorry, Guzman.
You're my pretty girl. You're my butterfly, sugar baby.
Oh Lord, we
Come on.
We just got some copyright strike.
Put some respect on Crazy Town.
Nope.
Denied.
I refuse. Yeah. So, well, before we get started, want to say thanks to everybody.
That's enough hair talk.
That's enough hair talk. Have you seen the musical Hair? Is that your favorite musical, Brandon? It's like
Hairspray?
Hair, just hair. There's a
Brandon just sprays hairspray because he just
yeah. He walks into it.
I put gel.
It's on my beard too. Yeah. Melissa catches him brush it with her brush, rubbing on his head. What are you doing? I have phantom hair.
Phantom hair.
Well, Brandon, I hope one day you get your hair.
You'll have hair.
I think it would look weird at this point.
Might have sailed.
I think it would look weird to see you with hair at this point. Because
I would love it. You deserve it, Brandon. You deserve some hair.
Yeah, you deserve to look weird. That's
okay.
what Ryan said.
I'll take either, I guess.
Now,
thank you.
Yeah. I mean, how would Melissa take it if you walked in with like long locks? If you just like walked in with like a Maynard James Keenan wig?
I would love to find out.
You're like, Luna's getting a sister.
Thought we were moving away from the hair topic.
We are now. I know. It's a fun topic. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you so sad.
I'm very insecure about it.
It's okay, Brandon. It's okay.
So
you've got hair coming in the mail from me.
I hope so.
Oh, are you doing like the what's the guy's name that was in Suicide Squad? Leto. What's his name?
Jared Leto.
I was going to call him Jordan. I was going to call him Jordan. I honestly don't. I've got Brandon.
You got Brandon going on in your head today. Yeah.
I got Guzman disease.
Jordan Leto or something like that.
Well, all of our hair talk, we lost some people. So anyway, let's tell everybody how they can communicate with us.
We lost our people.
Dave's in the house.
Dave?
What's up, Dave?
Lol.
Yeah. Ryan, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us? I got
I'd
this,
love-
Al. Don't worry about it.
I tried.
Hit the subscribe button here on YouTube, notification bell, so you can stay up to date on all the videos we're putting out. We are on Instagram at CiNEMACHiNE. We have Patreon. It's patreon.com/CiNEMACHiNE. Appreciate all of the support that we get there.
So hair. No, I'm just
Indeed.
kidding. Well, guys, it's either sign of the times or it's just the way things kind of are going. We don't know if it's COVID or what, but Peacock. Do either of you watch anything on Peacock?
No.
I've never used it.
I know that Ryan has my account because I made him a portal on there.
Isn't it Hulu? I thought that was Hulu.
I made you a portal. Remember, I gave you the one with Fast and the Furious as your avatar.
That was Peacock?
Yeah.
What did I watch on Peacock? I don't even remember.
Maybe Halloween.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
So Ryan's a big fan.
Yeah, it's a great platform.
He doesn't even remember watching it. Brandon, I told you could have my sign in, but that's not going to help Peacock's case because they have now lost $1.7 billion in 2021.
Billion.
It's a lot of cheddar.
With the B. But of course, this isn't going to hurt them that much. They're still planning on spending double their 1.5 billion on content.
Mm-hmm.
So if you remember, Netflix used to bleed money pretty regular, and actually Netflix scared everybody the other day, lost 50 billion in value overnight.
50 billion?
Billion in value overnight, as far as stocks and such go. So the stock market was freaking out January 21st. So and back in 2017, Hulu lost 920 million in the prior year. So in 2017 they lost 920 million. But so this seems to be, and Peacock's a new service. So this seems to be the case with new services. That is a big loss. You're right. What's causing all the losses? Stick around for the trailers we got. we got a stinker in there.
Honestly, supply chain too, and
it's supply,
inflation, and all kinds of stuff.
They're really talking about how people kind of come and go, and they had a free version. They still have a free version, and people could get that, but you couldn't watch this stuff like Halloween Kills or whatever came there. But they have reached 9 million paid subscribers, which is the first time they've ever revealed that. So I mean, that's pretty good. But Netflix is over 200 million subscribers, and Disney is at 100 million subscribers. So they're just a flash in the pan. What is Disney, like 2 or 3 years old? Disney Plus?
2, I think.
True, Dave. That damn supply chain.
And Hulu has 41 million subscribers, which I thought Hulu would be a little bigger than that. So this seems to be the way of the world, but they're saying it's just that with the Netflix piece, I honestly don't have the numbers for HBO Max because as they are all streaming services, I think HBO Max is kind of a different entity. Like HBO's always been a different entity.
73.8 million.
Yeah. So that's surprising too. That's pretty low for them, in my opinion. But they did lose half of the subscribers that watched Wonder Woman. It was 84 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay. So they did lose half the subscribers there.
Yeah. Well, Peacock has always been like the lesser of, to me at least. It just hasn't really.
I don't think it has a true identity.
It was. They had, when they started offering Peacock, they had their tiers kind of based on how much of The Office you could watch. Right. And that was like their selling point. Like literally in the descriptions, it had, you can watch 2 seasons of The Office for this tier. You can
Right.
watch all seasons with ads for this tier, and you can watch all of them no ads for this tier. Like that was in their description. So
super desperate.
Yeah. This coming year seems like they'll have a little bit more, especially with like their 45-day window on the Universal titles that are going to be going. Like they'll have like Jurassic World Dominion. I think what is it? The other big Universal. Oh, well, Halloween Ends. You mentioned Halloween.
Yeah,
Kills
the Black
earlier.
Phone. They're gonna do that one. The one with
Hawk.
Ethan Hawke and the weird mask. Yeah. And they've got the Puss in Boots sequel coming, which I don't know if that's really gonna get a lot of people over there. I think
families. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the people that have families now are the people that watch Shrek as kids. You know, I don't think that kids
Puss in
now.
Boots is a Shrek property.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think the kids are going to be into it. I think the parents might try to.
I don't know.
Enthuse them.
I can only speak for my family and my cousins, but they all like Shrek and Puss in Boots, and because those movies are generational in terms of like movies that have been passed down.
Confession: I've never seen Shrek.
That's neither here nor there. It's all right. It's okay.
It's a good one. It's a good movie.
But I mean, Peacock's making some pretty bad decisions. So whoever is running things over there for their program, like their program director, it's just like they have that show Girls 5 Eva. Have you seen the trailer for that? Like the previews for that? It's like some girl group. I think it had like some old pop stars like Brandy maybe was one of them, and I think it had the girl from the League, and then a couple other pop stars. I can't remember who remembers in it. But anyway, it just looks sad, like these 40 and plus old pop stars trying to come back and stuff. Another show, We Are Lady Parts, and then they have the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the reimagining of that. I just don't think people care about what they're putting out, and I think that's one of the bigger reasons. But also, they do this weird thing to where, like during Christmas, I wanted to watch Mixed Nuts with Steve Martin, right? It's a good little funny Christmas movie, and I wanted to watch it, but it was like I pay for Peacock every single month. I pay for it, and they said you still have to watch that particular movie with commercials. So some movies still have commercials, which is like a really weird.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, if I'm paying, don't
Exactly.
put commercials on anything.
There's kind of a standard set there already.
Yeah, and they've got this Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson romantic comedy coming called "Marry Me." I don't know that people are gonna care to watch that. I don't think Jennifer Lopez is a big draw for a lot of people. I think I don't think I think her star has faded as far as movies go. I don't think people care as much as they used to, but maybe it's just not me. I don't know, but I just think they're making a lot of bad decisions. It seemed like Owen Wilson. I mean, he's not a big draw. He was just in one of the Marvel shows, right? And
yeah,
that was like
good in it.
First thing in a long time that he was even notably in. He's been in stuff, but he's notably in that. And he's still in Wes Anderson. But anyway, I don't know. I think they're just making bad decisions. The Halloween Ends thing, a lot of people actually saw that in theaters more than I thought would, and it was available on Peacock, but I would like to see how many people actually watched it on Peacock. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where it's kind of like the what was the streaming service that I can't even like Roku bought them, the one that usually too. Yeah. what was it called? It was the one that it was made for like short commutes. It's like 15-minute.
Quibi.
Quibi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quibi. Like those types of things. Like it seems, or DC Universe even, like just like these they do these things. It's like I don't know if this is gonna work out. And Peacock's one of those. They just don't have the library to support.
Yeah.
And even Apple was kind of like that when they started out. Like that's why they had to give a year free to everybody that had an Apple product.
Mhm.
But now they're getting their act together and starting to put out more and better stuff. So, yeah, luckily they had the capital to support themselves during that slow period. But
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Peacock is going to have to get like a notable kind of series or whatever. Like,
well, I thought that was going to be The Office, and I guess
No, I'm
it's the
saying,
only place
like,
you can find The Office. But
they're
as
gonna
far
have
as
to
a new
revamp
series,
something. They're gonna have to do something because there for a while they were talking about Paramount or Peacock may carry the Frasier revamp. I don't think that'll bring enough people in because that's the older generation. I don't know that they're gonna come screaming. I mean, I love Frasier, but I don't know that like.
I feel like it's the original stuff that kind of pulls people these days on as far as shows go.
I feel like so too. I'm just saying, like, I think they need a name, like a Paramount's doing a lot of big stuff.
They need a flagship. Yeah, I mean Paramount.
It's running flat for me, but
well, Paramount, they have
Yellowstone,
so that's like their bread and butter right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Apple has Ted Lasso, and HBO's got a ton, but like yeah, I mean I agree. They do need a flagship, the hotness, so to speak, to get people to subscribe.
But the thing is, I think what they're going to have to do is, they're having these movies 45 days after they're in theaters in 2022. However, I don't believe the theater and streaming thing is going to get them people. I think they're going to have to. It's not going to be a movie that does it for them. It's going to have to be a series, like you're saying. But it's going to have to be something that just locks them in. And if they keep making, because they're kind of making hokey decisions. So they're running Peacock as though it's still a network TV channel. And I think that's their issue. Do you guys think streaming services are oversaturated? Absolutely. I believe that there are far too many. I understand why there are far too many, but I believe we've talked about it quite a bit on here. I think there's far too many programs, far too many things to watch, too many choices, and you just forget about most of the things you even have on your list at some point. Do you guys?
You forget about things that are on your list and things that you've watched. Like everything's so disposable now because there's too much. It's like we binge watch things and then move on to the next thing, and things aren't having lasting power like they used to. Like I used to rewatch just movies in general. Like I used to rewatch movies over and over, and I don't even have time to do that anymore. So things like they're not going to be a lot of classic movies from this past, these past generations, because you just don't have time to become classics.
Well, not only that, they're not nearly as good either. Like they don't have the staying power because the stories aren't there. They worry about the visual more than they worry about the story. They worry about the star power more than they worry about the story. So
I don't necessarily agree with that, but
I mean, most people think a good movie is CG.
I still think there's a lot of great movies that come out, but I just don't think. I think a lot of the movies that we hold high in regard from.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. Hope you get your power back.
Yeah. Good luck, Tony. Yeah, I think it's a matter of. I think it takes multiple viewings.
It's true, Dave, for sure.
Yeah, Dave's talking about how basically it's actually above cable cost if you go out and get everything you want.
Sure.
Which I think it's going to be funny when somebody comes out with an app that basically creates cable by putting all of the apps together, which is kind of what Apple did a little bit to a certain degree, because you can watch all your stuff through, and you can do that through
Fire Stick and stuff does all that.
Yeah, Amazon and all that stuff. But I'm saying like it's basically becoming cable. It's just that it's a la carte, like people have wanted for a long time. So
yeah, it'll be interesting that a lot of like sports and news are kind of the only thing that will be interesting to see how that all ties in with it. Regional,
yeah, I mean,
RSN deals and regional sports network deals and whatnot.
Well, these new football deals they're about to do, they're talking about quarterbacks are going to be paid like $60 million to $100 million a year after those deals come out. That's going to be insane.
Yeah. I'm just interested to see how it all ties into. It's a mess right now, especially in the baseball side.
Well, I think it's so new that I mean, you got to think about it. It's so new that a lot of these people don't know how to even.
Well, they were a mess
get their head above water
before even the streaming service thing. Like that's.
Oh yeah.
It's.
I mean, have you seen? Peacock is NBC's streaming. So have you seen like I saw some sitcoms being advertised the other day that they're supposed to be on NBC. I can't remember anything about them, but they're all so terrible looking. They just look so bad that it's almost like I know Keenan from Good Burger and SNL and all that stuff. He has a show and he still acts as though he's a Nickelodeon kid actor. He still has that same kid actor kind of mentality, and it's hard to watch. And that's what I feel everything is in network TV now. It's just also bad. Like Hulu is trying to revive How I Met Your Mother with How I Met Your Father, and I wasn't a big fan of How I Met Your Mother. I watched it probably the first season and a half, maybe. But man, this show, I watched a trailer the other day, and they had like it was like an extended trailer. Wow, it just looks so bad, and they're just missing everywhere. I think that just people are getting away from story.
It looks bad, but then you watch like a sporting event and you see the stuff that's actually network television, like that they broadcast on their networks. That used to be like the stuff that was like, I don't know, like primetime television kind of stuff.
Right.
And you see the trailers for the stuff they're making, and you're like, holy moly, we've come a long way. Like, it's bad.
It's pretty bad. So I think that somebody will figure it out, but I don't know that. I don't think Peacock's going to go under. They have too much money.
This is actually, I didn't know this till the other day. This is actually the second time they've made How I Met Your Father. They did a pilot for it like 5 years ago. Andrew Santino was talking about it because he was cast in it and shot the pilot as a secondary character. But yeah, I didn't know.
Honestly,
that was even
sharing services with family help cut cost a lot. We don't live together, but we share a few services, and it's nice. LOL. Nani G, I'm right there with you. I mean, you heard me say that, both of these guys. Ryan has my Peacock sign in, but he doesn't use it. So, and then I told Brandon I'd give him access, but they have my Hulu. Apparently I pay for everything and they just use it. So,
yeah, it's great.
Disney Plus, same way.
Well, you had my HBO and then you got your own for some reason.
Yeah, I got.
Look, Al, we just see how much money you spend on records, so we're just like, he's
when's
loaded.
He gonna stop?
Yeah.
Al needs a woman to spend money on. No, I got HBO Max free with my internet subscription. So I mean, just made sense for me to go out on my own.
It's okay.
But yeah,
it's getting tired of seeing your name on my account anyway, so worked out for both of us.
Well, no, what
Stop
Brandon
screwing up my algorithm.
So this is how Brandon found out I didn't use his HBO Max. He started watching I Am Like Santa.
Don't feed his ego, his Christmas ego.
I am like
all right,
Santa.
we're just finally getting him out of
Sweet and
Christmas
jolly.
mode. All right, don't send him
I'm
in
still
a spiral.
I'm still working on my Nutcracker puzzle. Okay, guys. I'm listening to other music outside of Christmas, but I am putting my Nutcracker puzzle together. But anyway, Brandon, it was around the time that the what's the insufferable movie y'all watched, the Snyder Cut, and he was started watching it and like watched a couple or started it and fast forwarded through it on my portal within his account. He's like, yeah, I started a couple times. I was like, I didn't know, so I got my own. He's like, oh. Oh. It was a fun little trick. But yeah. Anyway. Well, let's talk about some more streaming service stuff. Apple is making a MonsterVerse TV series. Apple TV Plus, I should say. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care.
Next subject.
I don't care to watch this.
I don't know. I mean, I'll check it out. I'm not I just haven't really been a huge fan of these movies since the first Godzilla. So
pretty bad. I don't know how I don't know how this can be episodic and without hiding the monsters for most of the episodes, unless it's just like if it's more of like the plight of the people that are being kind of hammered on by the military and stuff. That
it did seem like it's going to be more focused on Monarch, like smaller stakes, aftermath of the last movie.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they'll interweave different, obviously some sort of.
The more interesting thing, honestly, is just the fact that Apple TV's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of WB, because I think, was it Legendary that has the majority of this property? Yeah, it is interesting, and I assume, I mean, this isn't in like, instead of getting the sequel to Godzilla and Kong, they're doing this in addition. So yeah, I guess Warner Brothers does do Ted Lasso, and it's on Apple TV. So
for sure,
there is that. But
that was a little different though. Like that was out of the gates, like knowing like fresh IP. This is something that they're 3 movies deep.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not something that I'm like excited for. I enjoyed the Godzilla versus Kong just for what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yeah, Dave, we're right there with you. I think Brandon liked some of the others.
Yeah, I mean, I liked the last one. I didn't really care for Kong Skull Island. And King of the Monsters, I think, Ryan, you enjoyed that one more than I did. If I remember correctly.
I don't know. They've all been kind of meh, except for I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, the last one was like I don't know. I don't know. These I'm not a fan of big, grandiose movies. I like smaller stories, so this just doesn't appeal to me, So
yeah, it is known. It is known now.
What?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Roku channel is like really like, okay, so I have a Roku on my bedroom TV, and then I have Google TV that's built into my TV in the living room. And Roku is really pushing their channel a lot lately. So they have a movie coming out about Weird Al Yankovic starring Daniel Radcliffe.
So weird.
I don't.
He's like 5'8" too. Like it's just.
I don't even think he's 5'8", man. He can't be.
It's just weird. Or no, I think he's 5'6". Ron was 5'8". Katie and I were looking this up the other day.
Weird Al is like tall,
Yeah.
tall, slender. and he has such a distinctive
And
like
weird.
look. Apparently, but it's just going to be hard to.
Maybe
I
he'll
don't know.
get the De Niro treatment with the shoes.
I would imagine so. I think they're going to have to do some kind of like UHF type thing or something to where it's kind of surreal. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know that you're a big Yankovic fan. You can see
Love
the
Weird Al.
unseated Chia Pet behind you.
Yeah,
But
because Chia Pets suck, and I don't know. It only lasts 2 weeks, man. What's the point? It's a lot of work to do something for 2 weeks.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I agree, Dave. He is a good actor, and it'd be interesting to see what it turns out to be. But I don't know. The Roku-ness of it doesn't give me a lot of confidence.
It's like whenever Joe Dirt came out on Crackle,
Yeah.
and it was like, I don't even want to watch it. like
I never watched it.
I watched it. It was terrible. I fast forwarded through parts of it because it was just that bad. But phew, it was god awful. Cash grab for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think me personally, I think Weird Al deserves more than just a Roku movie. He's got a pretty cool story. Dr. Demento helping him out and being a fan of Dr. Demento and then getting on the Dr. Demento show and then taking off from there and being, I mean, he's had so many hit songs that it's crazy. He still tours to this. Well, not in the. I don't know if he's still touring now with COVID and everything, but I mean, I took my nephews a couple years ago. I saw him as a kid, so I've seen him twice, and he puts on a great show. So, and he's had the same band all these many decades that he's done this because he's done this since the late '70s. So, he's been around for quite some time, 40 plus years.
I had, I mean, I'd heard a lot of his stuff, his earlier stuff. I'm fat and all that stuff when I was younger. But the one that like put him on the map for me, like really, was
White Nerdy,
the Amish Paradise.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the
played
only
that song on repeat when I was
that
a
was
kid.
the only song that the artist, if you want to call Coolio an artist, got mad. He got mad at Weird Al, and Weird Al asked for permission, even though he doesn't have to ask for permission. And Coolio was taking himself way too seriously, and like, but everybody else that has been spoofed by him, they all find it to be an honor. Like, you haven't made it until you get spoofed by Weird Al, and he does it with such great respect. He doesn't do it to. He's not like a mean-hearted guy. You know what I mean? But he's super funny. I used to watch his TV show, and UHF is one of my favorite movies of all time. I saw that in the theater no less than 15 times, no less. It was just so good. And I bought that movie on Blu-ray at the concert I took my nephews to. So, but yeah, so if you haven't seen UHF, I highly suggest it. It's such an 80s weird movie, but it's fantastic. It's it's hilarious. So anyways,
Yeah.
things are happening. Now in more streaming news, Paramount has some fun folks. The Mr. Show fella. So Dave gets it. Yeah. Bob Odenkirk and David Cross are going to reunite for like a docu-style cult comedy, Guru Nation. They're going to be competing cult leaders in this show, and it's for Paramount. Is it Paramount Plus? Is that what it is? Everything seems to be.
So.
Yeah, Paramount Plus. Can we get new names, not just Plus, please? Seriously, it's just kind of silly at this point. So I'd probably tune in. I liked.
Did you watch their show that was it on Netflix?
Yeah, I
The
watched
latest
some
one?
of it. It wasn't as good as Mr. Show. Mr. Show was like hands down something that I had to watch. I loved that show. I have it on. I have an autographed DVD around here because I met the whole cast at one point. Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants, and his wife were both on the show, and the the musical they did on there, which is like their spoof of cops and such, is great. But the what they call it? There was a spoof on Metallica that goes to meets a sick kid in the hospital. That's my favorite one. So, yeah.
Yeah, that one is good.
Oh, love it. Have you ever seen that, Ryan?
No.
Oh my gosh, I'll send it to you after the show. It's freaking hilarious. One of my favorite things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I can't tell you any of the punchlines, but
Titanica is the
yeah,
band name.
Titanica, that's the name of the band. Yeah. But yeah, I met all of those guys at a signing out in LA, and they were all super cool. So very nice. Bob Odenkirk was a really cool guy. I also, funny enough, I sat next to, well, right behind right behind Weird Al Yankovic and right in front of Bob Odenkirk at the Tenacious D show out in LA. So, and I was arm in arm with Allison Hannigan, which brings us back to How I Met Your Mother earlier. So, hey,
It all connects.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh, 7 degrees of Al Moses. So anyway, so
That's a wrap for the evening.
yep. Yeah, I love Bob Odenkirk. David Cross is kind of like a curmudgeon. Like he's kind of just always been a jerk. And there's many accounts of this, but he's extremely funny. He's good at comedy. But I think he's kind of getting into the George Carlin years of his life where he's just too bitter to even be as funny as he used to be. So is this something you guys will tune into?
I would say yes. I mean, I'm interested in it, but I never checked out the one that they did on Netflix.
You should.
I was interested in that.
You should. Yeah.
I don't have any reason not to, but I probably won't.
After this conversation, let's be honest, you're probably not going to remember that it's coming out.
Considering that it's going to be on Paramount Plus, it makes it even less likely.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I didn't even check out the one on the streaming service that most everyone has, including myself. So, you know.
Well, do you guys want to get to some cycles?
Sorry, what?
Not sequels. Some trailers.
Let's do it.
Well, I think it's I know that you put this on the doc, so I think we should at least talk about it. And that is that your boy Jason Momoa is going to be in the new Fast and Furious. I know you're a big Fast and Furious fan.
We tried to tell Al, just leave this out of the doc. Just do us one favor and keep one thing out of the doc. But he's like, no,
can't hide good talent. I mean, he is born for this role, and yeah, I'm sure there will be a lot of chest bumping and clapping during this movie. So have fun.
I never heard clapping in a Fast and Furious movie.
I'm sorry, bruh. You hear that? Oh snap! Hear a bunch of monsters.
So you do go to these movies then?
bunch of monster energy drinks cracking open.
This was kind of an inevitable conclusion as far as because they keep looping in
inedible conclusion.
Inevitable. They keep looping in like A-list stars, whether it be or
Al, bro, maybe don't tell Al that. Don't tell Al that.
Yeah,
you can't tell Al that.
I just can't.
That's his jam right there.
I'm telling you. Oof.
Whether it be like Helen Mirren or Charlize Theron or Kurt Russell or whoever it is that they bring in. Every movie has a couple of new characters that it's like stunt casting. So, and I think Momoa is playing the villain in this one, which will be interesting to see him playing a villain because I don't think he's ever done that, not to my knowledge.
He's gonna be working them eyebrows, them evil eyebrows in this movie.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see. I still haven't seen F9, so we'll see how this goes. Fast and Furious is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I own the first 8. I haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw, and I hadn't seen the last one. I've kind of waned on it, but it's always been big dumb fun for me. So I once Paul Walker sailed off into the sunset in the 7th one, I was like, all right, kind of that's good. That's a good ending for me. So
it's a good ending for me, but I bought 8.
Yeah, it was a Black Friday thing because I'm a completionist,
but you haven't bought 9.
I haven't bought it. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched 8.
There's holes in your story here, Brandon. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't bought 9. Well, because that's what I said. My enthusiasm has waned. But after I saw 8, little waned.
I think I used to be a completionist, and then Wonder Woman 84 came out.
Oh my gosh!
I even
that's what broke you.
It was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was after about 3 DC movies that were garbage. Came out.
I think 2 things broke me of being a completionist. One, Justice League, because I made a promise to myself as a kid about the Batman movies. Broke that.
Nice, Nani.
So at first, Nani, I read that wrong, and I thought you said it's a guilty pleasure of mine too, bro. And because I was just reading that out of the corner of my eye. So, Justice League killed the completionist thing, and the fact that I want to buy vinyl now more than I want to buy movies. I don't.
Justice League didn't kill it because you're going to go see the Batman. So,
well, it killed the rhythm. It killed the rhythm because I had made a promise to myself as a 9-year-old. I'm going to catch every Batman movie opening weekend. And that, well, I guess I can still say, because it's not a solo Batman movie, so I guess I can still say.
Yeah, but you saw it.
I didn't see Justice League. Well, not the new one, the Snyder cut.
It wasn't released theatrically, so you're still good.
Solid. I did see the Joss Whedon League in the theater. I did.
We call it Justice League.
We shouldn't call it anything.
Fast and the Furious 11 with Batman. So, all right, let's get to some trailers. Let's talk about some trailers. So we need to talk about.
For sure. What's that first one? Do you have the doc pulled up, Ryan?
I do.
Yeah, I got it.
Space Force Season 2. Did you guys watch Season 1?
No. I watched about 2 episodes of it. And the only
I was surprised to see this was getting a second season.
That's why I put it on the doc.
I didn't know the first season came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anybody that watched this on, and that doesn't mean anything, but I
tried to watch it. On paper, I thought it could be good, but no, it just wasn't. I couldn't do it. I love Steve Carell, but
I like Steve Carell just fine. But this just seemed like it was trying too hard to. I don't know. I don't know who the audience is for this person.
It wasn't. Well, it wasn't funny for one, but it was also filmed like it was a very well made show as far as it was aptly made, looked pretty.
Yeah.
And I think that added to why it wasn't that funny. It just didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it supposed to be not funny or not?
No,
comedic?
It's a comedy.
Is it not? Is it not lit like a comedy? Comedies are usually bright.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say it's super cinematic, but it doesn't feel like. I don't know how to describe it, but it just doesn't feel like a comedy. It may have even been in 235. I don't remember, but it just wasn't.
It's Brendan's biography.
Yeah, but yeah, I gave it 2 episodes. and like I said, on paper, Steve
Did
Carell,
anybody out there
John
watch
Malkovich.
this? Let us know if it's something that just is a slow burn and we need to go back. I honestly have no interest. I think I went back and got Netflix for something we did on here. I can't remember.
Hey, what's up?
guy who sort of looks like Ryan.
Sort of.
How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm about to get rid of Netflix again.
You got
it
back?
I got it back for something we had to do on here. Remember, I told you guys that
Brandon, he just low key resubscribed and didn't want to bring it up.
What did you get it back for? Something we did on here? What was
I
it?
can't remember. It was. I don't remember.
It wasn't anything.
I don't remember.
You missed it.
We haven't reviewed anything in a long time, Al.
Oh, maybe it's my other show I do. Yeah. No, I mean, there had to be something on there.
I was also surprised. That's why I put it on the doc. I just was surprised that they're even making a second season of it because I never heard anybody talk about it. And, people that I would expect to be interested in this type of show on paper, just nothing. So,
will you bring that comment back up? The concept of this show hits a bit close to reality. As much as I love Steve Carell, I can't do that one. I agree. I think I know where you're going with that. That's like during the lockdowns.
Are we about to have another Cosby talk here?
No.
Fireside.
No, but it's like
should we give you the floor?
Hollywood just can't handle not being the center of attention. So even during like the lockdowns and everything, they were making shows about people being locked down because of COVID. I was like, nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants to watch a show about Zoom calls, So like, I get it. I'm watching all this stuff so we don't have to get into all the news and whatnot. So yeah, I get it. My husband keeps talking about getting rid of Netflix, and I'm like, no, I have too much to watch on that. What's your go-to on Netflix? What makes you want to keep watching?
Are you caught up on Ozark? That's a good one. No, I was asking.
Oh, sorry.
I
have a friend that my buddy Paul. I don't know. He has this like really keen talent of finding the dumbest shows that nobody else has watched. Another Cosby talk.
Check out last week's show.
Yeah.
Watch me and Brandon zone out for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Just watched Witcher. I think that's got enough people.
We should clip out that and just have it zoom in on us with the black and white.
Ben Affleck,
darkness,
Ben
my old friend.
Well, that's like when y'all start talking about Batfleck or whatever. That's y'all always accuse me of zoning out.
We try not to,
but
nice.
We just want to talk about
it.
We made a show so that we could.
Punisher was good. I enjoyed Punisher just fine.
Witcher was great. I'm still working through season 2, but it's a great show.
Yeah, I haven't watched. It's not my thing, so I probably won't. But
Daredevil and Punisher deserve some more love.
I was surprised. I mean, I understand now, but I was surprised when they took them away. They just abruptly took them away. Like it was like overnight. So, I can't. But anyway, my friend has a keen kind of ability to like the fantasy stuff. Also, lately they've been doing some good movies.
I was like, I disagree.
I don't know if any of them
say this without coming across like a jerk.
We only have 4 viewers.
About that. I just
don't need to go down to 3. So
I don't know what I can't remember the movies they put out. That's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah, for sure. Daredevil and Punisher, great shows.
I'm glad you figured that out because DD&P, I thought that was a movie. I was like, what's DD&P?
I should have let you figure it out live. That's what I should have done. Double D?
What's DD&P? Diamond Dallas and Paige. Also, I love Gilmore Girls. I love Gilmore Girls. As a matter of fact, I met Alexis Bledel in LA at one point. She was very nice.
I was just name dropping all over the place tonight.
But
I used to live in LA, guys.
Yeah,
I used to run
when it
into
was a
people
cool
all
place.
the time.
I love Gilmore Girls. My younger sister is a big Gilmore Girls fan,
What's up, Henry?
and
Hey.
I don't live back home, so I would always watch, and we would talk about on. And then I got hooked on it, and it was actually very well written. So good characters, and when they brought it back, it was
That's
okay, but it
4.
wasn't the
I'm
same.
up to 4 compliments tonight. I love it.
Tell ya.
Feed my ego.
I'm gonna come.
I
I'm
got
gonna
a haircut
come on.
too, Henry. But you don't see me making a big deal about it.
What do I gotta do? Get some attention? Shave my beard off? Is that what I gotta do? Yeah, I love I like me some Gilmore Girls. I like shows like that. Now there was a show on Netflix. It was similar to Gilmore Girls, and it was called like Virgin River or something like that. I can't remember. Virgin Lake, I can't remember. Yeah, Virgin River. It was okay for the first season, and then it kind of waned off. So no biggie. But if you like Gilmore Girls, you might like that show. For those out there that are talking about Gilmore Girls. Anyway, we'll have some GG talk
Cool.
later, ladies.
You should do a
Girl
talk.
Criterion Corner rewatch of every episode of Gilmore Girls.
They have a whole podcast for that. It's one of the biggest podcasts in the world called Gilmore Guys, and it's a huge podcast.
Henry, I didn't expect to cut it off either until I made the decision right before I got my hair cut. So
His wife tricked him. Told him they were going to look at comic books.
We're going to the vinyl shop. So, all right. Did you guys watch the trailer for After Yang?
There you go.
I did.
Grow a long ass beard, Brandon.
Yeah,
Brit style.
That's the only thing that I could possibly grow, I guess.
That's a good point too. Marvelous Miss Maisel is a great one.
Yeah, it is. It's Prime, right? Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Yeah, I did watch After Yang, and I thought this movie looked really good.
Yeah, Henry Boy. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I'll say that, Virgin River, but
I'll be
it's
honest.
a little too melodramatic.
Watching this trailer, I was just annoyed. Every once in a while you watch one of those a trailer and you're just like, God, this just feels like people trying to do art. That's what this felt like.
Yeah, this felt pretty forced.
It just I don't know. It just felt real like art school. Like, I don't know.
What?
Jeez, I can't deal with 2 owls.
I went to art school, so yes, I agree.
I just felt like I was like eye rolling as I was watching this trailer.
I thought it looked great.
Really?
Ryan's wife, look. Snip, snip, snip.
Comics, right? Oh, snip, snip, snip.
Oh no, we already cut half of it off. I guess we got to do the rest of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really enjoy movies that have higher concept but lower budgets. Like,
you're from Royston, Brandon. Come on.
Yeah.
We know that's not true. Higher concept.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm just kidding, Brandon.
It's A24, so there's a level of
spell
pedigree
higher
there. Love Colin Farrell. I'm just gonna keep talking.
Got
him. Yeah, I mean, definitely Ex Machina type vibes.
We're going to talk about that just in a minute here, Henry.
Yeah. So
don't get ahead of us, Henry.
Are you looking at our show notes?
Yeah, really.
Are you Anonymous Fox?
Jet lag 27. So this movie just looked as though it looked like it was kind of aping quite a few movies, Ex Machina, Her, and a few other movies like that. Marvelous Miss Maisel is great.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know.
Same showrunner as GG. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Brandon has said it's pretty good.
It's a great one.
So I don't know.
I watched the first 2 seasons and never finished season 3. Not because it wasn't good. I just, for whatever reason,
Katie really likes that show. Also,
fell off on it. And it's kind of the same reason how I fell off on Ozark and just ended up having to come back this past couple weeks because
I'm pretty much one of those people. Once a show has passed me, I'm like, I don't know why I'm this way, but it's just like, okay,
I don't know why you're this way.
The moment has passed.
I missed my window.
Yeah. The moment has passed. I got too many Criterion to watch. I do have a lot of Criterion to watch. Anyway, this A24, but it's going to be on Showtime. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it just looked watered down and looked like it was trying so hard to be something that I think the trailer is showing something that this looks like it's going to be like watching paint dry. So no.
I think this one,
I totally
those are the
agree with
things
you,
that
Al. I
love.
don't like that I agree with you. On
I
this
don't
thing.
understand why. Like, those are the things that you really enjoy. So
It looked like
all
they
right.
forced. It looks like they forced like some of the cast members in there. Me
He's the
too,
same way.
Al.
His window passed.
Watch GOT. I haven't watched GOT either.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. I have. I watched 4 Brandon. I've told this story a couple times. Brandon was like, hey, watch it. Watch it, Al. You gotta watch it. So I had like the flu.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
Use my drop against me. So
I have not seen Euphoria. Is it worth?
hang on. Is that the show about the comic? The comic book?
It's like
No.
a drug.
It's
like
but
it's
they
on
go to a
HBO.
comic convention and
Maybe,
there's
I
a
don't know.
drug. Yeah, I did. Did you like it, Dave? Because
It's a show. You know it's a show, right?
yeah, I
it's on a movie.
I watched like
Gotcha.
a person told me to watch it and then I couldn't get through the first show. Thank you. I got mad at the person that suggested I watch it. They were like, it's so good. It's actually a remake of another show. I think it was like a British show or something like that to begin with. Yeah, the show had a lot of promise. I got through like 4 episodes because they said I needed to keep going, said it was a slow burn. And so I went through 4 episodes and I was like, I'm never taking another suggestion from you ever again. So we're no longer friends. The only one I go at own pace 1 day, 1 year, 10 eventually, if I don't watch it, then oh well, it wasn't meant to be. Yeah, exactly. There's just so much coming at me that I just sorry you missed this train. So yeah, it's suggested to you too. Yeah, so
You missed the Al train.
Dave, did you drop that person as a friend? Because I defriended this person.
Deleted the phone number.
Yeah,
harsh.
I did. But no, Brandon told me to watch Game of Thrones, give it a shot because I had like the flu or something. This is years ago.
I didn't tell you to watch 4 seasons.
No, you didn't. But I called.
You gotta watch the first 4 seasons.
I text Brandon. I said, when does the show get good? He goes, how far are you in? And I think I just put like 4, not 4 seasons. I said I put 4. He goes, yeah, 4 episodes. I keep going. I was like, no, 4 seasons. He's like, yeah, stop watching. What? You're never gonna get it. He was just so
How much time
flummoxed.
have you spent on this?
He was so flummoxed and just like disgusted with the fact that I went 4 seasons and didn't like it.
Not yet, but I won't hesitate when they suggest something.
Yeah. Tell them, and that's when you find like a really bad show and suggest it to them and tell them to keep going. No, you got to watch this show if I watch that show. So anyway, yeah. So Toll Booth. Did you guys watch this trailer, Ryan?
I did.
This looks like something I would watch at home. Looks like it could be interesting.
Subtitles required for me.
It looks like it would be like the concept for a Guy Ritchie movie.
That's exactly what I thought watching the trailer.
Yeah.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, it's got a Game of Thrones alum in there.
Creepy dude.
Yeah, Ramsey Bolton.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't know who you're talking about.
He's one of the better part. I mean,
He's in season 5, Al.
As far as people you love and hate, he kind of took over from Joffrey, and it's one of those. He was a good foil to have in the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, good actor.
Oh.
You remember when he was in that Marvel show, Ryan? The one was it Inhumans that they did on ABC? He was one of the characters in that show that like
I ever watched it. I know he's in it.
Completely
Just
crap the bed.
Yeah.
Sounds appetizing.
This movie, I mean, it looks like it could be good. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to wear.
What's funny is last stream, Alan got a haircut. I was going to ask Ryan when you were going to get a haircut. Should have pulled the trigger on that one, on that comment, Henry.
Yeah, I need
the trigger.
I need a haircut like badly. Like my hair is like an afro under this hat.
Tuck 'em all in.
Is it like Nobody?
I don't think I would compare
It's a revenge movie for sure, but it's kind of like a not a mafia, but it has mafia kind of tentacles if you want to look at it that way. But I would think more like a Guy Ritchie esque movie, maybe not the fast editing and speed ramping, but I would say it's probably in that vein. So yeah, it looked
reminded me
interesting.
a little bit of like End of the Effing World, to a degree, as far as like the way it was filmed, and locale probably had a lot to do that as well.
Yeah.
Bang that microphone.
Sorry. So The Offer. This is a new show coming out. Miles Teller. So this is. Did you guys watch this?
Did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think about this? I mean, it's basically Mario Puzo's Godfather becoming a movie, and how the mafia wanted to stop it from becoming a movie. So, are you guys interested? Have you guys seen The Godfather?
I have not seen The Godfather.
God. I mean, seriously, why do I even do this? I mean, seriously. Hey, I'm gonna watch.
It's like
wait. Don't go, Al.
Watch.
No, please.
Stay.
Watch.
This is about to turn into we're about to audible this to a Zack Snyder's Justice League live rewatch.
Lord.
Yeah.
I haven't seen RoboCop. Haven't seen Indiana Jones. Hasn't seen Godfather. I mean,
What is it about?
What?
Just
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to say I read the book though.
I wrote the book.
So anyway,
it's on my list of shame. I'm not proud of it. I just haven't gotten around to see it. I am tempted to buy that new collection.
Yeah, the 4K. They have put out so many collections of The Godfather. It's just kind of silly. Just trying as a kid with The Godfather. Please tell the rest of that. Of a 1, 2, Incredible Classics 3, not so much. Yeah, that's true. 2 is better than 1. Actually, it's one of the very rare sequels that's actually better than the original. It's one of those things that I don't know. It's like a coming of age thing for guys to watch these with their movies with their dads or something like that. So I'm kind of
explains it.
Seeing why you didn't see it. No. So,
yeah, I mean, well,
as you spiked your hair, and your dad was like, "I watching Godfather with him."
Yeah,
you gotta earn that, son.
I'll watch it with your brother.
I thought my dad's boot was the horse's head.
How old were you?
Fantastic.
Man? How old were you? Because that's pretty funny.
He's like, I don't know, like 22, 23.
Did your dad know this? And if so, did he ever put it in bed with you at night? So, if so, that's hilarious. Brandon's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't.
Oh my god.
Smiling, not
just smiling.
One of the most famous scenes in movie history.
Not from me.
Godfather was a great book.
Al just said Godfather.
I think
I'm still flummoxed that Brandon hasn't seen Godfather.
You shouldn't be surprised.
At this point.
This, however, I feel like there's probably an easier gateway of entry for this versus something like Mank. This seems like it could appeal to people that aren't super ingrained because it feels like there's more of a story there instead of just like Hollywood telling a Hollywood story that's like, you're
not alone, Brandon.
Henry, are you 11? Because if you are, it's okay. Because your name's Henry Boy 11. So, Brandon, just do me a favor. Don't do like you did The Sopranos and then the was it Many Saints of Newark. don't do what you did there and think that you're going to get by watching this and not get the Godfather spoiled for you.
Yeah. Well,
they're definitely going to spoil the Godfather.
This is not a sequel to The Godfather. This is the making of. It's not like Many Saints.
They're
was
still going to talk about scenes.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll have little foreshadowy things, but it's
some of the best acting, some of the best it's just some of the best movies you've ever seen in your life.
It's a good
Listen,
one.
I'm not opposed to watching them.
Apparently,
I just haven't gotten around to it. So
no.
He's 22, Al.
22. So
double
2 times 11. Yeah. All right. So
what do you think I am, a little kid or something?
I was like 7. No, man, I was going to sleep and it was on the floor of my room. That's pretty funny.
That's fantastic.
That's pretty good. Thanks for that story. That's pretty funny.
Oh my god.
Now, can you watch The Godfather today is the question. No, Braven watch. Okay, so you can't. Okay. Maybe you and Brandon and Henry Boy can have like a online watching like viewing of The Godfather. So
yeah.
Good
I'll get to it.
The funny thing is people used to think like Godfather was like the longest movie. I laugh out loud, poor Dave. Yeah, exactly. People used to think that was like the longest movie in the world.
Yeah.
Probably won't watch it even if spoiled. Well, if you like mafia movies, if you like good movies, like seriously, it's just one of the better series.
Cream of the crop with
yeah. Francis Ford Coppola at his best. So, but watch party. There you go.
Yeah.
And then you can come on and tell them about the book. How about that?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Just read the book. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay, the breakdowns. We're here for you, Dave. We're here for you. Email us at contact@cinemachinepod.com.
Al also does video therapy sessions.
Yes.
He's not licensed in any way whatsoever, but
no, don't listen to any of the advice.
You might actually leave more depressed than you.
I'm gonna tell you something. This will tell you everything you need to know about me. I had a therapist quit on me. So it tells you everything you need to know about my. I had a therapist.
This just isn't working out, Al.
It was like that. It was kind of like it's you, not me, kind of thing. Totally. I had a therapist. Just
your therapist went to another therapist to figure out how to break up with you.
It was like The Sopranos. Yeah. So,
I got
they quit. They quit on me. They were like, "Yeah, there's nothing I can do for you." So, yeah, I need some help. I'm good now. The meds are kicking in.
I feel, but I can't.
No, seriously, I was going through a pretty traumatizing time. I called the office and they were like, "Yeah, we can't see you anymore."
As a matter of fact, there's a restraining order against you. Don't come anywhere near the building.
And
seriously.
the thing is that the week before, like the session, like the month before or whatever it was, she asked if she could, because we were talking about a movie, and she asked if she could borrow a movie, and she kept my movie too. So I was kind of
he kept showing up. All I want is my movie.
I just want my movie back.
Al's down in the lobby again.
What movie was it?
What did I tell him?
Oh man, I can't even remember. It was
Probably
like
his favorite Criterion or something.
No, it was like a documentary of some
Undercover
sort.
Brother.
Remember. Yeah, that's what it was. Honestly can't remember, but it was like 12 years ago. So I haven't been to therapy since. So thanks for the sessions, guys. So I have a feeling this will be a clip. We figured it out. We figured out Al's plight in life. So, yeah.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah. And then my mom stopped taking my calls, and I was kidding. So, worked out.
Don't you come around here anymore, boy.
And it's not like I've done anything crazy. She just was like, there's nothing I can do for you.
Your
no
mom
point
or
in
the therapist?
both. It's okay, relax out. You're amongst friends. Could you do this together? Yeah. This is why I have to protect myself with my opinions.
That's all I have.
All right. So
I got my opinions and my vinyl.
you come pry them out of my dead hands. Gaslit. I will be your therapist. Thank you all for the support. I will be doing trust falls into your hands very soon. Now you know why I listen to the Halloween soundtrack and find it soothing.
Yes, probably what you probably told her that. That was like the last thing. She was like, good God, this guy's gonna kill me.
Well, there was a point where Brandon was like, every time I see you, you have a scarier t-shirt on now.
Yeah.
I need a different kind of therapist. Yeah, one period that will stick around. No, we don't take your insurance. You don't take Blue Cross Blue Shield. I mean,
No,
we don't take
that.
your
New policy.
insurance.
New policy.
Yeah. So, take care. Maybe give therapy another shot. Yeah, though I mean, she blackballed me, so there's like a rumor.
Al's good. He's good.
This is why I give people stuff, so
he's
they'll
wrong
love me.
usually, but he's good.
I'm very rarely wrong. All right, Gaslit. Julia Roberts.
Sean Penn.
Yeah, Sean Penn.
Many people in prosthetics.
Yes, and it was distracting. Do you guys like political movies that go back, like, because this is like she's the one that kind of spilled the beans on Nixon and everything. So do you guys care about
Watergate?
This? Yeah.
I honestly don't know a lot about Watergate.
Oh, really?
But besides the Forrest Gump bit. So this is the story where Forrest saw the people with flashlights.
That might be the funniest thing you've ever said on the show, Brandon.
I mean, that's true. That's the
remember,
extent.
Al, remember this timestamp so we can go back and grab. I really don't know much about Watergate other than the Forrest Gump bit.
I'm writing it down. This is why homeschooling's not allowed in Royston.
Oh man.
This is why Brandon doesn't like to read books.
Yeah, it's true.
If Forrest Gump didn't say it, it's not real. Yeah, sour politics for me too. Brandon didn't know who's president right now. It wasn't in Forrest Gump, but that's why I talk about like the polarizing things and like people put their politics in movies too much. I want to remove myself from politics. Brandon, I don't blame you. There you go. Henry Boy and you are like simpatico tonight, so it works out.
Oh yeah.
This
as far as the trailer though.
Thank you very much, Nani.
Thank you for the plug there. Yeah,
that's what goes towards my therapy.
We do have a Patreon, patreon.com/CiNEMACHiNE All proceeds go to Al's new therapist.
And the lawsuits that will ensue. In Brandon's Criterion version of Forrest Gump, or as he calls it, history books.
Yeah. Oh.
The midnight giggles.
Oh boy.
Well,
yeah,
as far as this trailer goes,
would you let us make money here, Brandon? All right, come on.
Sorry.
Brandon, we're trying to do business.
Just trying to keep things rolling. You know?
Here.
Wait. We've got a graphic for this somewhere, but Patreon's not on there. Patreon.com/CiNEMACHiNE Pod. There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, thanks everybody that does
Yeah.
contribute. Nani G's like
These
the
comments
OG.
are awesome tonight. It's great.
Yeah, this is what we want the show to be. Like, just laugh and cut up with you guys.
On Elvis's moves too, Brandon.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's amazing. You
Brandon's
watch that
the only
movie,
kid that
you
asked
watch,
his mom for braces on his legs.
you watch that movie and you're just like, this guy really did everything. Like it's amazing.
Thank you
It's
for
an amazing story.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Nani G. Nani G's like our publicist.
Yeah, I
tonight,
know. I love
and
it.
always. So,
Love that word of mouth marketing.
yeah. Yeah, and also share the videos with people, please, because
college memories and sleepovers is my best friend.
Gaslit.
Not going.
Yeah,
to a
that's
Patreon after this stream.
It's probably a smart move.
Yeah, yeah, I don't blame you. You're gonna request money from us. So yeah. I forgot I always
Yep, we're on there. I think we joined like when did we make one? It was like end of last year. Yeah, I don't know. Fairly recent.
Man, I gotta take a drink of water. I don't drink alcohol.
Go get you some liquid death.
I had to stop buying that. It's too expensive. It's getting away with my vinyl.
Yeah. Look out for that boot.
So Brandon used to say, I heard mama going,
Your mama sure does love your stooling, boy. Okay, Gaslit.
Yeah.
Pass.
I mean, the cast is impressive. I like Julia Roberts.
I like Julia Roberts as well.
Shea Wingham. Big fan of Shea Wingham. I
think it's the story I'm not into.
Yeah. It's done. I think one of the creatives involved is Sam Esmail from Bad Robot. Not Bad Robot. What is it called? Mr. Robot.
Bad Robot. That's JJ.
Robot something, guys.
They kind of run together. Mr. Robot. Betty Gilpin's in it. I really enjoyed her and Glow.
He's still laughing about your therapist leaving you hanging.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Y'all are great.
I'll try to call that therapist and see if I'm still blackballed after
you know what? Get her on the show. Let's talk to her. Him or her. Let's talk to her.
That would be an episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That'll be a Patreon episode.
Maybe just me and Brandon should talk to
her. Yeah, the electric shock therapy was rough. Anyway, so the Netflix
get your movie back.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, it was a DVD, so I don't want it back. So
it's a principle, Al.
Yeah. Well, that and she kept an extra payment because I paid ahead of time.
Invoicer. Backdate the invoice.
Yeah. Anyway, Netflix 2022 movies trailer. I almost sent this to you guys until Brandon sent it in the thing.
Until Brandon sent it?
Well, I was going to send it, and then Brandon sent it like 5 minutes after I was like, oh, I'll send that over to the guys. But then Brandon sent it. I was like, never mind.
So just so you know, Brandon, Al had the intention of sending it before you did.
I thought of this before you did, and then you sent it. How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, sorry that I didn't beat you to the punch, but I don't know.
Yeah, how dare you?
This is so cerebral. I'm gonna go watch Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
I love this movie.
I love this movie.
If you haven't seen that episode, please go back.
That's another clip we need. It's the most excited Brandon's ever gotten on the show.
Period. Not on the show. Period.
Yeah,
Period.
Yeah, period.
I love this movie.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
Is you cost her trauma payments therapist for it. Yeah, it's a rough one, man. So is there anything on this trade? Because it was like, I don't know, 15, 20 things on here that
Knives
There's a
Out
lot
is
of stuff.
is the standout for me, probably.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
That was
I
the
mean,
stinger at the end.
yeah. What I was honestly most impressed about this was that they had the foresight, a year or two ago, to have these productions film a scene for this trailer, saying, like, kind of winking at the camera.
That's planning.
Yeah.
Coming from the marketing world, I'm like, that's a cool thing.
Yeah. Also,
together.
coming from being a WB fan, we don't see much good marketing. So
yeah, a lot of
guys
movies.
Look, guys, your therapist didn't walk on, and you're still more scorned than I am.
You're darn right we are, Al. A Forrest Gump watch party would just turn into Brandon quoting the whole movie in Forrest Gump accent. He could probably just do it right now if you wanted to perform the movie.
I could. One of my faves. What can I say?
Brandon thought it was a documentary.
Yeah.
So.
Well, biopic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hoping he would marry a girl named Jenny. So, yeah, the only thing that stood out to me it was called Gray, I think, something with Ryan. What's his name? Gosling. But then I saw, like, the first scene, I was like, oh, I like Ryan Gosling, and then they showed more of it, and I was like, yeah. So really, nothing in here looked that interesting to me. But
I figured you'd be super on board for the Slumberland. Jason Momoa is a ram.
I googled.
Yeah.
I googled just see some of the details. Gray Gosling. It just brought up a bunch of pictures of gray ducks.
Your mom will be excited for Medea Homecoming. She's a big fan.
She will. My mom loves the Medea movies.
That's amazing.
She's like, they're so funny, Al. I don't know why you don't like them.
Ryan, you liked the first Enola Holmes, didn't you?
You're about to say you like Medea.
Did you ever? Yeah. Did you ever end up watching that one?
I haven't, but I want to.
Yeah, it's
They
good.
didn't have closed captions.
It's a fun. It's like a fun, chippy, like fast paced.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it with Luna. I just wasn't sure if she would follow it, so I was kind of. Yeah.
And what is I always forget her name from Fight Club and Harry Potter. Helena
Bonham
Carter.
Yeah, she's awesome in it.
She's a good actress.
Yeah.
And when she and Tim Burton were married, it just made sense because they're pretty much look exactly the same. But Kevin Hart is tired, Dad. He finally has a week off. He is going link up with his old friend Mark for weekend. It's crazy weekend. Oh, and that's the movie that was. I forgot that was in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know Al's gonna watch the Adam Sandler.
Sandler movie. You know, I've given him a shot.
Depends on what kind of Adam Sandler. It seemed like it was more serious than one of his.
Seems
like
yeah.
I will watch it. I will watch it regardless. He watched Hubie Halloween.
That's true.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween was a bullet taken, son. That movie was rough. You know,
no one held that gun to your head but you, Al.
I did it for the team. Got to do it for the team. Yeah, I don't know. The Adam Sandler movie didn't look appealing to me. It did look like it might be middling, kind of like a dramatic, like a dramedy kind of thing. But I don't know. Every single one of the movies, except I'll say Knives Out, looked like it was actually going to be a movie, but the rest of them just looked like made for TV movies, like the way they were shot and everything.
I don't know. I mean, some of them, sure, but there's a few on there that looked of higher budget. I mean, the Gosling one that you mentioned looked like it had, and there was the Gosling one the one that had Chris Evans with a mustache
or something? What?
Chris Evans was a little button on the. Yeah, it was the Gosling.
Oh yeah.
He's rocking a stash. He looks really weird. But yeah, And I mean, I got a kid, so the animated one with the sea beast, it looked big budget too. So
I don't even remember that one, to be honest with you.
yeah, it looks like a like a DreamWorks. It may even be a DreamWorks production.
Screen Rant headline: Chris Evans' gray man mustache is his new Knives Out sweater.
Yeah, that's probably true. Eddie Murphy in that
one with
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Was it like interesting people or crazy people or what? Or something. Where Sandler plays a struggling scout who discovers an overseas player portrayed by Honcho Hernan Gomez. Read that, Brandon. The aforementioned player Sandler's character discovers named Bo Cruz. Yeah. The story. He is once in a lifetime player. It's what the movie is about. Thanks, Henry boy. Animated one grabbed my attention.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like I said many times over, they just feel like they're USA TNT movies.
Euphoria recommender also recommended Hubie Halloween. He's now questioning his friendship.
Yeah. No, I did that because we were doing a show, and I was like, you know what? I'll watch it to see if it's worth watching.
We're just providing you clarity, Dave, on accident, but we're providing you clarity.
Yeah. Plays with the Spurs now. What?
His friend.
Oh.
I don't know. The friend that recommended. I'm just kidding. Probably not.
Hubie Halloween
maybe
is not good.
Al loved it.
If only thing that would make it better if Jason Momoa were in it.
Oh, nice.
Only thing, because he is
Al's
just
favorite
generational
actor.
talent.
Yeah.
So killing it. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is the kind of bad decisions that Peacock is making. This
one was
this looks terrible.
Not great.
And he's making like Pizza Hut commercials or something now. Like, any clarity?
No,
not my friend. Oh, okay, I got you. So it's a true story. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. So Adam Sandler's in a movie about that, and Kevin
Al
James.
likes it. It's a warning sign. Ain't it the truth?
Yeah. He's in Kevin James is in that movie about now the ex-Saints coach Sean Payton. So
that was a weird.
Yeah,
that whole thing is
strange.
So weird. It's so.
But they both have Netflix deals, so I guess I don't know.
Weird.
I'm surprised they haven't made.
Sean Payton thing really caught me off guard. I felt like I was watching a Super Bowl commercial, but it was November.
like one of those Snickers commercials where somebody gets mad. I'm surprised they haven't made a Paul Blart show for Netflix.
That would seem like right up the alley. Netflix alley.
That might be a Roku channel thing. I don't know. I don't know.
You're a Paul Blart fan.
I like the first movie just fine. It's terrible acting and everything, but silly. I liked it. I liked the funniest thing in the whole movie is the phone ring. They had a funny phone ring for the kid that had a cell phone. That's the only thing that I can really remember from it. Other than that, the acting was really bad, and I don't know. I'm a King of Queens guy. I like King of Queens just fine.
It is a good show.
And Kevin James was kind of coming off of that, and that was one of the things he did. Well, the show was already off the air because it was off the air for a couple years at that point. Yeah. So, yes. All right, guys. Well, let's talk mall cop or dumb funny movies. The first one's the second one is just god awful. Yes, King of Queens is hilarious. And they've been saying they might bring it back. I don't know how good it would be if they bring it back. That kind of appeals to me because I like that, but at the same time, I hope they just kind of leave well enough alone because Arthur wouldn't be there, and I don't think most of the cast would be able to come back because some of them are too big now.
It would be bad.
Yeah,
they need to not do that.
Yeah,
and but they need to not do that.
The last couple episodes were weird anyway.
Yeah,
so
they were.
Let's do a King and Queen show. We'll just make it with a silent C.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He was
Definitely.
everything, Mr. Stiller. All right.
the my favorite episodes with him was the phone number rhythm.
Yeah. Well, that's a
Let's call
stand-up.
it a nice
That's a stand-up
little,
bit of his.
Oh, nice. It's like they want to order pizza. He's like, nice little neighborhood joint. And no, it's called Domino's.
Yeah. Where are you going to go to? McDonald's?
Is it Domino's?
Brendan's like, what's happening? Al and Ryan are quoting stuff together. My favorite episode's when he goes vegan.
Yeah.
And he's very pretentious at that point, and he just becomes really smart because he's vegan. And then the competing fast food chains are coming up with new hamburgers.
Yeah.
The Leaning Tower of Pizza Burger.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic King, yeah. And then Leah Remini. I mean, she was hilarious on that show. Plus, she's beautiful, so it was easy on that.
Just the Gosling thing we talked about.
The Ryan Netflix movie. Well, also Ryan Reynolds has a movie coming out.
Yeah, it was on there.
That was what the thumbnail was. It was his movie, and it was his title, whatever the movie's called, and then it was the whole entire Netflix thing. He was only in there for like 12 seconds, if that. All right.
Man sells, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The Adam Project is the one that he's in on there.
All right. So, do you guys want to talk about what we've been watching? You guys have been watching similar things this week?
I don't have a ton to say. I mean, still watching Gemstones.
How far through, or how much, as far as Ozark goes, how many episodes have you plugged through?
We're 5-ish in season 3.
Okay.
I think.
Gotcha.
So it's like, it's going to be a slow burn to get through it. One every couple nights. Enjoying it, but it'll be a while before I get through season 4 or the part 1 of season 4. Righteous Gemstones this week. Did you see it, Ryan?
Did, yeah.
It was a
bottle up for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
The funniest part was at the beginning. Doing the pictures. Everybody say Merry Christmas, God damn it. And everybody's like, Merry Christmas, God damn it.
Yeah. It was a flashback episode. It just wasn't funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Clip show shoes. Is it like a clip show?
See how much? No, you see how much the cast kind of carries that show when you watch this episode.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's true. And you didn't have your main 3. I mean, you still had Goodman and well, Baby Billy usually shines, but he just wasn't. He wasn't.
He's not really what he. Yeah.
But Walton Goggins, and the girl from Sugarland that plays Amy Lee, which she's a good actress. Like I've been impressed with her. I mean, I don't know if she did acting before she was in that band, but she's been good. The episodes she's popped up in on the show, but it was a fine episode, not a bad episode, just not funny.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Yeah, but so watch that, and then Ozark. That's about it for me.
Same's for me. Henry says, what about Lord of the Rings new posters? Please no spoilers. I haven't seen 2 or 3, but I'm not seeing it soon. 2 or 3, you mean like the movies? Or am I misunderstanding that? But yeah, they said they put out a ton of new posters for this Amazon show earlier today. Brandon started texting about the group and he gave up.
Yeah. There were 20 something. It seemed
There's
like
a lot of them. Yeah.
We'll probably do a deeper dive on Cape Cast Tuesday.
Yeah, for sure.
My
takeaway is I'm really excited about the costume design. I'm looking at the posters. But we'll definitely talk about it more on Cape
Some
Cast.
cool stuff. some Rohan type stuff.
Oh
some,
man, hasn't seen 2 or 3. Wow, you're
So-
in for a treat.
Two Towers and Return. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, interesting.
Lots of walking.
Let us know. You gotta watch them. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys.
You don't need to. Just watch The Godfather again.
You're
over
correct,
Get over
Johnny.
your fear.
Yeah,
You're correct.
the one that caught my eye the most briefly is the Narsil one with whatever looked like almost like Gandalf's staff interwoven into it, kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about it at length, I'm sure.
And you are the guys with wives. What's happening here? My takeaway from this episode is Al has some layers we haven't seen before. Oh, there's a lot of layers to this onion that you don't want to know about.
Don't peel them.
Yeah, this onion will make you cry a lot. If I get nightmares, well, then come to the group.
Dave, you gotta watch them, man. Watch them and report back. I'm telling you, it's impossible to be disappointed by those movies. They're awesome.
Yeah. Some other movies that are very impossible to be let down by is what I watched. You should get it's great movies, great storytelling.
Yeah.
I finally saw the trilogy, pretty good movies. Ogres are like onions. Are you calling me an ogre?
Yeah. They have layers.
Am I an ogre?
Oh
Like onions.
I watched all 4 of the Lethal Weapon movies.
Nice, Dave. Definitely do it.
Check them out. Yeah. I mean, I think I've already probably watched these on here before. I love these movies.
They're great. Yeah.
They're fantastic. Every single one of them.
Ask me if I've seen them.
You really haven't seen Lethal Weapon?
Nope.
Dude.
Seriously.
Oh.
If it was made before
That would be-
2010,
that's-
Brandon hasn't seen it.
For me, like
I've
me
caught
personally-
pieces of them on TV, but
For
For
never
me
watched them all the way
personally,
through.
that's like more egregious than the Indiana Jones thing.
Seriously. Like,
Yep.
you really didn't do anything with your dad. Because, like, this is like something good.
That's so true. That's
Yeah.
so true.
He didn't watch this.
Oh, my gosh.
He watched him. He watched him with your brother. He just
I
didn't
watched.
tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Andy Griffith. That's about it.
Yeah, they are good. They're great movies. They're hilarious. They're
I'm sure
the
they are.
best buddy cop movies.
I take that back. I've seen Lethal Weapon 5 and 6 and 7. From
Lord.
Always Sunny.
5.
Um,
They changed.
No,
they
it's
changed
not-
Characters.
no, Rush Hour was made way after Lethal Weapon. And
Yeah,
now
for
they
sure.
have a Rush Hour TV show coming out, so get ready for that. And then I watched the Boba Fett episode 5 and 6, or
Yeah.
as I like to call it, The Mandalorian.
Oh my goodness, you're the first person to ever say that. That's
I liked it
hilarious.
better when it was called Mandalorian.
Al, did you ever watch? Before we talk about that, did you ever watch Loaded Weapon?
Yeah,
National Lampoons.
Yeah.
Such a great movie.
with Samuel L. Jackson and
He's the Head and Shoulders thing.
Emilio Estevez.
It's tingling. That
Yeah.
means it's working.
I used to love that. I mean, that was right around the time of Naked Gun. Everybody's trying to be the next Naked Gun. Love those movies. Way better than Rush Hour. I agree with that. I can't watch Rush Hour.
Yeah. Oh, these are fantastic.
Hang on. Everybody that's saying this, let's point that talk towards Brandon. Please. This man.
I didn't bring up Rush Hour.
No, we're talking about Lethal Weapon. Brandon has not seen Lethal Weapon.
But they were talking about Rush Hour.
No, they were talking about
No,
Lethal Weapon
this
is
is
better
Lethal
than Rush
Weapon.
Hour.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think you know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, he hasn't seen RoboCop.
I wasn't saying anything.
He hasn't seen Indiana Jones. Now we know The Godfather. He just saw Taxi Driver a couple years ago
Yeah,
and
Joker's
said
better.
it was worse than The Joker. He said The Joker was a better movie.
True.
And he's never seen Lethal Weapon. What? Like,
Me and
Brandon,
Henry.
much
said
like we've talked. You're suspended from the show until you watch these movies.
Yeah, we do need to create a
hey, Nani, I have the list. It's okay. It's on my list. but it just keeps getting longer.
Yeah, it keeps.
That's what's great about these is the comedy.
Here's
And I
Brandon's.
I love Mel Gibson. I love Danny Glover. I believe, isn't it what's his name directing from Superman? God, why can't I think of names?
I have no idea.
The original Superman, Dick Donner.
Dick Donner? No.
Yeah. Richard Donner. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he's called Richard.
They call him Dick Donner in Hollywood.
No.
Listen, only one of us has
people
lived out in
the
Hollywood,
biz.
okay? And it's Al, all right?
I'm just gonna pull that since you're not talking about it.
Seriously.
You want me to put Lethal Weapon back up?
No. Just
How about Rush Hour?
no. Let's just shame you for a minute. Oh, you shamed me. So, no, I don't know, man. These movies are hilarious. But here's the thing, Brandon. Are you having well, they're old now, so I don't want to go back. I don't have nostalgia for them. Is that your argument?
Not necessarily. It could end up being the case, but
It's not. These movies are too good.
Well, you can't.
Same thing with Indiana Jones.
Look, I get it. If you didn't grow up watching them,
you
like
can't
going
say
back
that.
to go back and
I can
watch
say
them.
that they're so good that you don't need nostalgia wrapped around them to like them. Is what I'm
But
saying.
I'm saying you can't step outside of that nostalgia to even make that statement. That's what I'm saying.
Joe Pesci in these movies. Okay. That is so funny.
Is he Trump? Is he doing a Trump impersonation?
No, he's just like this incessant kind of guy. Brandon, you've got a list. I believe you. Yeah, the list has 1,000 things in front of stuff you should be seeing. Alan, I was just like, not a fan of seeing old movies. I mean, if you want to watch all the trash, yeah, all the everything that everybody's trying to be nowadays is like you're watching remakes of everything that was from back then nowadays. So yeah,
we got a real positive vibe this whole show. Let's not bring it down.
I mean, Brandon hadn't seen Lethal Weapon. So anyway,
well,
Leo gets
to it. Maybe.
Yep.
You can start holding your breath now.
No. Do you own these? Like you own the Indiana Jones movies?
If they're on a streaming service, I do.
They're on my Vudu.
We own them all.
No, I don't have physical copies of them.
All right, Boba.
All right, and then Boba, the Mandalorian episodes.
That's right.
I thought they were fun.
The Book of Mandalorian.
Yeah. I joked in our text messages, but I think it's somewhat true. Is it feels like they said, you know what, this show's boring. We got a couple episodes of Mando finished. Why don't we bookend it with some garbage that you guys put together for this Boba Fett show? And yeah, we'll just so if episode 7 is Mandalorian, if they close this whole season out with just a couple scenes, because the thing is, a couple weeks ago, the lead actor, Boba Fett, talked about how he didn't like how they're treating the character. He doesn't want to talk as much.
I think this show, in retrospect, is just going to be kind of a extension of Mando. Like the next season, I feel like is going to tie heavily into what they built in these last couple episodes. The next season of Mando.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think these are actually Mando episodes that they were just like, yeah. We'll just retrofit those into like bookend them with Boba Fett stuff. But hey, man, it's fun. I don't know. It's because it picks up. I mean, it's all about Mando. Henry,
RoboCop,
I don't know
Indiana
if you hear Al
Jones,
list them earlier, but if you
Lethal Weapon, Godfather, Godfather's on there now.
Godfather, Gremlins, GRI.
Nothing comes up.
LINS. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I swear they never made this movie, guys.
Brandon just watches Forrest Gump and Snyder Cut on repeat. That's all he watches.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
Nothing wrong with that.
anyway, so Boba Fett, You guys actually had to tell me to watch episode 5 last week
Brandon,
because I gave up. So
I've been
I
very
watched.
thankful for Brandon's screening process for me for this show.
Because I gave up on it. It was boring.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones movies are fun. So
Yeah. I really like the fourth one.
So everybody that doesn't know, Brandon watched
it's his
Crystal
favorite and least
Skull.
favorite.
Here, just put us back on the screen. So Brandon watched Crystal Skull, and
David
he
was
didn't
upset.
watch the rest of the Indiana Jones movies.
Mhm.
And he only watched the remake of RoboCop, not the original RoboCop.
That's not true, but we can keep pumping that narrative.
Yeah, okay, Brandon. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's this is what we got to deal with, guys.
What else did you watch, Al?
That's it. Watch.
We also watched Boba, but I'm sure we'll talk more about it.
Yeah, we'll Cape Cast
Tuesday.
that sucker.
So
But
hang on.
I enjoyed.
I thought the what's the face stuff called? I thought that was good.
Hated it. Gotta hated it.
Why did you hate it? I thought it was good.
It was so distracting. The way they shot stuff
Mhm.
very specifically to avoid having to do that CG stuff at weird angles and stuff. Like
yeah.
I don't know, man.
And the dialogue was so
I thought
like
they shot it
ADR. Everything he said was like little like sentences. There was no emotion to that. Like it was just.
It's funny that you feel that way because I felt the opposite. I was like, man, they are confident with this because they are bright daylight scenes. They are doing very tight close-ups.
Show's very odd. Ryan agrees with me and not Brandon.
He's actually not.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with either of you right now.
Earlier, I'm saying earlier.
Now,
Brandon's
it is a major improvement over the last time.
Cad Bane stuff was awesome. Was excited to see that character added.
That's the blue guy.
Yeah,
that was a cool character. Timothy Oliphant. Eat a cheeseburger, man. Like you're looking pretty sickly.
Well, he's dead now.
That's how he was hiding behind that other guy. He's so skinny. Couldn't see him,
man. It was good to see you out there, but yeah, man.
Tomorrow the news is going to come out. He's got cancer, and I was going to feel terrible.
Not really. It's not my problem. Go to watch the first three. Got to watch the first three. I enjoy Crystal Skull, but watch the first three, and original RoboCop.
I think I'll just stick with the one that I've seen. That's the best.
Yeah, so. Henry Boy, and you've got the priority right there too. You got to watch those Lord of the Rings movies. Those are just.
Although you have seen the best one,
they're still all awesome.
They're all good.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know which one's which, to be honest with you. I've seen them, but I don't know which one's which. All right. So, is there anything coming out this weekend, guys? Hang on. Physical media. Did y'all get any physical media?
I got a couple of Dune prints and screen prints in.
Oh, did you?
But they're still in the tube. I'm debating whether I like the art. I'm debating whether I'm going to keep it or sell it because one of the artists that did a Lord of the Rings triptych that I really like that I bought is doing a Dune.
Where did the triptych? It's triptych.
What's up, Al?
Yeah, whatever.
Triptych.
Sure.
So where did you get
the art
posters?
school, bro?
Bottleneck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the poster I text you guys from Mando for Alien 3?
Yeah, it was weird.
Dude, that looks terrible. That's the only thing I've ever seen come out of there where I was just like, what?
They do some stuff where I'm like, I generally tend to like the Bottleneck stuff a lot better than Mando actually these days.
I'll be honest with you. I go over to Mando just refreshing all the time. Hopefully they'll put those Dune records on sale and I'm surprised. That's all Yeah. So
also,
you got some
casting
posters?
news for Madam Web. We'll definitely talk about this on Capecast. I'm stoked. This character's awesome, and it goes a long way towards kind of indicating that they're going to try and build out a Spider-Verse Sony. So, pretty stoked about that one.
I don't know what Madam Web is. I'm guessing it's Girl Spider-Man.
No, I mean it Webhead-ish.
In that
yeah.
Okay. All right, Brandon, did you get any? Did you get the Punisher Steelbook?
The Steelbook looks awesome. I know Tony from Basement Blues got it.
I did not get it.
Henry thinks you're Alan. I can see.
That's okay.
That's right, Henry. Tune in.
No, but I know Alan did get something cool that he'll probably talk about on Cape.
He was disappointed that he didn't have it to show Tony.
I have something. I have something coming in stock in stock. Like I have a freaking.
You can say stock.
It's getting close.
You can say
close.
stock. You have an inventory there that you're flipping. Things are coming. Things are going.
I've got quite the story to tell you. But
the UPS truck backs up to his front door every morning.
he's got to unload it.
Oh, you mean like John? I know John. Like John, my UPS guy. We're buddies. Comes over more than my friends. So
roll up door.
Brandon, did you get any Cape Cast is always awesome. This show, nah. So it's like
is it a new remaster or anything? What's the like, did they do anything different with the film itself, or was it just a Steelbook release? Do you know, Brandon?
I don't
think so.
But if you're not going to use it, we could give it to somebody else on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Email it over.
Is a 4K TV. So I will say it's worth it if you're watching physical media.
And if you have a 4K player.
Yeah. But streaming, I don't know. You
can watch a lot of videos. When you stream stuff in 4K, there's a ton of compression, the bit rate.
It's like watching, it's like listening to compressed music versus vinyl.
There you go. Bingo.
It's called the placebo effect. Look it up.
Brandon learned about this in Forrest Gump.
That's
right. Hang on. She was saying something nice about us. What did she say?
All right, hold on. Nani said.
Oh, my God.
So now this is a show.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Great. They're the best. They always.
You guys aren't annoying. We love chatting with you.
We are annoying.
Great.
You're never annoying. This is what this whole show is supposed to be about. Everybody this whole channel, everybody chit-chatting about movies, talking about movies versus getting mad at each other about stupid stuff.
Fire the code over to Cape Cast Twitter, and we'll do a giveaway or something for it.
Yeah, thanks. And we'll definitely make sure everybody knows that you're the person that gave it to us. Brandon, did you get any physical media? You know you did. You did.
What?
You got a record.
Well, I don't have it down here.
Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed of that record.
I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed. You want me to go get it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, go get it. You're gonna see why Brandon's therapist is gonna quit on him.
Right now in his mind, he's like, "Damn it."
Yeah, Brandon and I had a little adventure.
Oh, I just got a notification. Henry just became a $5 patron.
Well, thanks, Henry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Keeping the lights on.
Yeah. I'll see if the therapist will take me back now. Yeah. Also, everybody that is a patron, tell us what kind of stuff you want to see over there. We'll glad to
for
stuff
sure.
over there. Maybe we start showing our physical media over there, and everybody can see what we get over there. And that's it's a little treat. Let's go, Henry. There we go. 90G is the OG. So
90G's gonna start wanting commission checks.
Yeah. Well, I did offer 90G to come on the show, but she says she is not an on-camera person. So I appreciate
she's excellent in the comments.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate that. Yeah. I don't want anybody to feel kind of like scared or nervous or anything like that. So it's good to just have you here.
That is Zack Snyder, Jesus. If you Dave knows that.
They're both going to hell for this, but anyway. All right, Brandon, what'd you get?
Well, my company gave me this.
Just remember, everybody, he hasn't seen RoboCop. He doesn't like old movies. Anyway, go ahead. Just
talking about like formative
Precursor.
things in your life, nostalgia, first
Yes, she
loves,
is.
those kind of things. Al wants me to show you this because he thinks it's going to embarrass me. It's not. I'm used to the hate at this point.
I don't think it's going to embarrass you. I want you to. You finally got it. That's why I want you.
Oh yeah, I got it. Got Creed,
Human Clay, baby,
on vinyl.
Look how terrible that cover looks.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great. It's a
Oh, my
double
God.
LP.
Oh my God.
Oh man. I listened to this.
That's two LPs.
You know how
Melissa moved out for the week.
Al will send us videos. Oh, I'm so happy. I've been listening to this record, whatever, some old record that he loved when he was younger. He's been dancing around his house. That's what I was doing yesterday, like listening to this record. It was so much fun. I love it. I just love it.
He's in his underwear.
I love this record.
Dancing around to one of those like those tissue box and paper towel roll rubber band guitars.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
look at that.
Good
you got
album.
a supporter.
Oh
It
my
is. It's
gosh.
best.
Got a supporter.
Oh my gosh. Brandon and I went on a little adventure, Ryan.
I heard.
We
I
had a
heard you cleaned up.
Not really.
Sounded like you cleaned up.
I was pretty tame. I bought two movies. These are used movies. I bought Lock.
Okay.
Yeah, good movie.
I
Have you
haven't
seen
that
this?
movie in forever? Yeah.
Okay, this movie's
Seen it.
great.
I've seen it once.
That was
It's
on.
great.
I think that one was on Netflix for a long time.
It was. It
yeah,
was.
I think that's where I saw it.
And I bought Her.
I've seen that one as well.
Love both
What'd
those
you-
movies.
What'd you buy her?
Ha ha. Then I bought a French jazz album.
Creed was all the rage in high school.
You bet.
uh,
People like to hate on it now, but most people listen to it and rock the hell out of this album.
I send you a screenshot every time it comes on my playlist.
You do. I appreciate it.
I bought a French jazz album. Ryan Django. What?
Fart noise. We're talking about Creed. Yeah. Guys, I bought a French jazz album right here.
Yeah, and it's
These are the important things.
Yeah. So this is really good. Django Reinhardt. If you've never listened,
Real music.
I think you should.
Django.
Django Reinhardt.
When you said, I didn't even pay attention to what you bought, and when you were like, "Hey, I got that Django record, and I got this other thing," and I was like, "Oh, Django Unchained, probably. That's cool." Nope, wasn't the case.
Yeah. And I went there looking for that. So that's the thing. And then I found this by accident. Amos Lee, Mission Bells, one of my favorite albums. Just regular black charred pumpkin album.
That's what the Creed ones are. The charred pumpkin too.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And I got Brigsby Bear finally. I told you guys it was coming in the mail last week. So I have a story about the next piece here. So I ordered this record off of eBay 2 months ago. Yeah, he is a pioneer. You're exactly right. He's like the number one French jazz guitarist of all time. Good eye, Dave. Anyways,
Literally
ranked. You should check them out. Anyway, about 2 months ago, I ordered this. I bought this off eBay. I was very excited about it. Accidentally sent it to my sister's house in Alabama. So I asked her if she could send it. Well, they got busy with life. Your friend was it the same friend made you watch Euphoria? How'd you like it? Did you like it at all?
That would be quite a person. Somebody who suggested Creed. French jazz, but also suggested Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. So this record was in Mobile, Alabama. I asked my sister to ship it to me when she got time. She has kids and everything, so they got busy. Then they got sick with the flu, so they couldn't send it. Blah blah blah. My mom went and picked it up, sent it to me. She mailed it to me. I sent you guys a picture of the shipping path. They shipped it from Mobile to Memphis, Tennessee, to Atlanta. I was like, all right, I'll be here tomorrow. Then they shipped it back to Mobile. Not same friend, but yeah, it was good. It's great music. They shipped it back to Mobile. I called the post office on the way to Greenville the other day. they put me on hold for 44 minutes, and finally got in touch with somebody. Told him, hey, I'd like to get my record, so on and so forth. I've been waiting for this for so long, and I finally got it today. Thanks, Love Face XYZ.
Nice.
Man,
Comments getting lit.
you gonna satisfy my, what does it say?
Your wishes online.
Man, my wishes are,
I think you just found your counselor.
yeah, right.
Uh-oh.
Spicy. So anyway, so I got the Dillinger Escape Plan Miss Machine, and it's the Coke bottle variant. You can kind of see what it looks like.
That's cool.
This record is so good. I listened to the whole thing. That was what I listened to before the show today when I was putting the puzzle together. I was like, it's like math metal. So it's so good. But to be honest with you, I'm extremely we're listening to Creed now.
We're gonna get a copyright strike.
Oh no!
Yeah. So anyway, no, I love the
That's
music.
right. That's right. Love Face XYZ. Join the Patreon.
That's what the G stands for in Nani
That's
G.
right.
But the Django Reinhardt is, I'm like so addicted to that. I was listening to that the other night. That's right.
Mr. Hollywood.
I got it. Mr. Hollywood. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you know who I've been around?
I shared the same air with some people's.
I met Michael Jackson in a video store.
I did meet Michael Jackson. That's right. Anyway, so that's what I bought this week. I have a couple more coming in, so pretty excited. I have one that I know Tony, his power's out, so once he watches, but yeah, tune in next week to see that one. I'm pretty excited. Have a feeling that'll be my puzzle soundtrack this week. So yes, people, I put together puzzles because I don't have a therapist. So
you should live stream that. You sitting there putting together.
I've thought about making a channel of just looking down on the table, putting the puzzle together, and then just
I'll bet you that's out there. It's like a soothing thing. It's got to be.
I bet it's like an ASMR thing, but I was gonna put like some French jazz behind it, and just, I mean, the music that we have on this show is French jazz, so hey, you know who picked it now. So anyway,
if you couldn't tell before,
yeah. So anyway, that's what I got this week. I didn't go too crazy. I got another record out there, but
Brandon sent me a text message at one point. Al 3, Brandon 0.
We went into one store that like had a very distinct odor, and
dude, they were playing metal music. Brandon, there was a comic book shop,
guttural metal music.
Well, it sounded like what's the trach thing people put? Is it called a trach? Well, that people put when they have the smokers, they have to use that thing where they have to talk like that. That's better than crunching food. I hate that.
Al agrees.
I agree. When Brandon was crunching ice in the microphone a while ago, did you like that? So
I thought I had the mic muted. My bad.
But anyway, you know, when people have to put the thing into their throat to talk. Yeah. That's what it sounded like the singer was doing. He's like, nah.
How long did you spend in that? I would have been gone.
Well,
I was in there for a while.
We were in there for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm gonna go to that comic book store up the road.
My man.
It was like a 1/10 of a mile away. So anyway, so I'm sitting in there. I'm fine with it. I like metal music, so I don't like that. So I go up to the counter and like, just because I wanted to know what he was listening. I don't remember what it was called now, but I said, it was CiNEMACHiNE ASMR. Yeah, so next week.
The soothing tones.
Yes, that's the soothing tones. So I go up to the counter, I was like, and I'm buying a record, and I say, what are you listening to? It's what do you call it? It was Norwegian death metal or something like that, grindcore or whatever it was. And he was very proud of like, it's grindcore. Yeah, like sniffed a little bit.
He had a jean jacket, like a vest.
Yeah,
vest
he was
patches.
very
Nice.
He was very I work in a record store kind of thing.
This is my dream job.
But the record store we went to before that was really cool. Horizon. I could have stayed in there for a really long time, but I could tell Brandon was like the bored
No
kid.
Creed.
I'm out.
I'm out.
But they got Django Reinhardt. Yeah, like
He
I
goes
said,
up
no
to the
Creed.
counter. I don't
can
see a. I'm looking for Scott Stapp section. Where would that be? And
Yeah.
I don't see Creed,
who?
Scott Stapp, or Alter Bridge.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So then on the way back, I was like, hey, I want you to listen to this comedy, one of my favorite comedy albums. And I could tell Brandon wasn't enjoying it, so I made him keep listening to it. So it was a good time. Laugh out loud. 30-year-old Beavis and Butthead working there. Yeah, it was like, remember the guy on Beavis and Butthead, like the stoner guy that would like smoke cigarettes or whatever on the corner, and they were trying to be like him. That was like this guy. This guy. Yeah, I mean, he was young though, so I mean, whatever. I'm sure we've all had phases like that, so whatever. But the other place was all old guys, and they got offended that I asked how long they had been there because I'd never been there before.
How long you guys been here? In this location?
Yeah, that's what he said. In this location. I was like, well, just in general, like, how long you been? Over 40 years. Like, he was like offended that I didn't know that. I was like, sorry,
we're not from here.
Yeah. We're just plebes. Apologize. They did have the Promising Young Woman soundtrack. I almost bought that, but
They've got one of those at Waterloo right now.
yeah. So
Every time I see it, I'm like,
I am going to slow down on buying records, though. I will say that.
okay, Al, sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so do we have any movies coming out this weekend?
There's are a few coming out this weekend.
There's a few.
There's hard. Yarg.
Brandon's in Creed mode already. Jackass Forever, Moonfall, and Last Looks. Speaking of Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a movie until I was looking today.
I didn't know until like
Charlie
5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. Was it Marlena? What is it? Baccarin? Something Baccarin.
Baccarin or whatever.
Marina.
Is it Marina? Oh, Dominic Monaghan's in it too. Clancy Brown.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to watch the trailer because I mean, decent cast.
Yeah,
I clicked on the
It's
link. And
it's
it wanted me
opening.
to go to
It's
Facebook.
opening limited, so probably not anywhere. around
Streaming
here,
very
but,
soon.
Hopefully, it's a Mel Gibson movie that's not just like a phone in.
I think I don't think it's going to be a phone. I think he's going to barely be in it.
He's got an awesome little mustache. He's got a nice little Colonel Sanders going on.
Yeah.
There.
I think he's barely going to be in it.
That's what you
personally.
should have done, Ryan.
You think?
Yeah.
Should have gone for it.
Yep. I think so.
Darn.
Still do it. You have the real
Good.
estate.
Good.
What were you thinking?
But yeah, Jackass Forever, Moonfall. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. I do want to see Jackass Forever.
I want to see that. I don't want to see Moonfall. Not even kind of. I
haven't seen a Roland Emmerich movie in forever.
I love Patrick Wilson, but
I do too.
I don't think people are going to go see that movie. I just don't see it happening.
I agree. I don't think it's going to do well.
Yeah, I mean, I think people have had enough doom and gloom. We don't need the world is ending kind of thing going on.
It's funny that Emmerich only makes those movies. Like that's like all he does every time. I don't know. Doesn't.
If that's what makes you money, I guess stick to it.
Yeah.
Last Looks. I don't know.
Don't know what Last Looks is, but I like the cast, so definitely interested just based on that. But yeah, Jackass Forever is the one that I'd want to see. Hopefully, I'll be able to see it in theaters. Yeah,
if it were out while we were out Monday, I would have gone and seen that for sure. I even said something about that in the car, but either way,
yeah,
I'll see it soon enough. After all the clapping people get out of the theaters, I'll go see it.
That's one though that is a fun communal experience. Those types of movies have always been.
So you go and watch Al. You literally go and watch this movie and like just want to sit in like a dead silent theater and just like watch these people have no interaction with people around you.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah,
he just likes watching physical pain and just relishing that.
I find it comforting. I've been through so much mental pain. Hence
Doesn't even
the-
see it as a comedy.
Yeah, I thought this saw trying from afar. Oh yeah, doom and gloom. Nah, yeah, I got you. I think if anybody's going to make a really good comedy, now would be the time to get a good comedy going because people need some good laughter.
Well, that's what this one is. That's why I'm excited
Yeah.
about it. I
Yeah.
want to
So
see
don't you laugh in that theater, Brandon.
Oh, I'm gonna. So
No,
loud.
I'm
it.
saying laugh. Just laugh to yourself. Don't have to make it all about you.
How do you do that?
That's a good one.
Oh, you're
Whenever that's why I don't ever put LOL because I don't laugh
In
out
the
loud.
words of Samwise,
You're very literal.
puss.
well, you do laugh. Well, you send ha 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 in text messages.
You do.
I do because I'm laughing, but it's not out loud.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
I love when I'm wearing my headphones and Al has that response, and it's like Al says ha 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 ha. I have an Australian Siri. Yeah.
I'm gonna start making them longer.
Yeah. Just oh god.
Anyway, Ryan, you want to tell everybody where they can find us again?
Yeah, hit the subscribe button here on YouTube and notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the videos we're putting out. We are on Instagram at CiNEMACHiNEPod, and we have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/CiNEMACHiNEPod. Appreciate all the support we get there. Big thanks to Henry for joining the
and always everybody like Nani G again. Thank you so much for. But if everybody could just share our videos, please. That's what really we want to get more people. As much as we love having all of you here, we want to make sure we get as many people as we can. More the merrier. As long as people don't clap during movies, I'm fine with it. So
you can clap during our show. We can't hear you.
Yeah, that'd be great. You can clap.
Dude,
So
send the clap emojis.
LOL is what normal people say. Haha is what crazy people say. What
I think we've learned a lot tonight.
Yeah. Well,
those are the people who
explains
listen
a
to
lot.
the Halloween soundtrack alone in their house.
and whose therapist quits on them. There's something going on here.
I told you there's many reasons I'm not married. So I was listening to Halloween soundtrack the other night while putting
Thanks,
the Christmas
Dave.
puzzle together. Thank you so much, Dave.
Yeah, appreciate you,
We really appreciate all of you tuning in tonight.
Comments were great. It was awesome.
Yeah, that just makes the show. I mean, we went over 2 hours tonight, so it just makes it even better
Yeah.
for us. So thank you so much. And
should have
until next
stopped it at
time.
2:14.
Yeah.
I know.
A
That's
little bit
exactly what I thought when I looked at the timestamp.
Well, I'm glad we were your therapist tonight. You don't have to go to therapy. Well, that's right. Well, everybody continue to watch many
don't
movies.
bother. They just let you down.
Yeah, that's why I don't have kids. I don't need any more disappointment. So anyway, everybody, watch a lot of movies. And until next time, we'll see you on the next CiNEMAChine.